Okay, so we're going to use equations to find angle measurements. And we have complementary angles and supplementary angles. Start over here, the complementary. All right, so what we have are these two angles, that angle, this one, and together they form a right angle. That's what the box right there is for. So we have angle AOB. This angle right here, plus this other angle, BOC, and together they make 90 degrees. Now let's substitute in there these numbers that represent the measurements for those angles. So let's see. AOB, that's 2x. Plus BOC, well, BOC, that's 10 degrees. And all that equals 90 degrees. Okay, what we're doing now is going to just solve for x. So we will do the opposite. So instead of adding 10, we subtract 10. Okay, that's gone. Then you're left with 2x equals 80. Now, in case you cannot see the answer, you would simply divide by 2. And we get 2 goes into 80 40 times. Oops, I'm sorry. 2 goes into 80 40 times. All right, now that's not our answer. That's just what x is. X is 40. And we're trying to find angle AOB. So if we look back here, we're trying to find this one, AOB, this angle right here. Well, it's 2x. Okay, so it's 2x. And we know what x is. X is 40. So I'm just going to put a 40 in there for x. You can rewrite it if you want to. It would be 2 times 40. And we know 2 times 40 is 80. So the answer is 80 degrees. That's how much the angle is. Angle AOB is 80 degrees. Now if we go back up and just kind of check that, you can see that it would have to be 80 degrees. Because if this is 80 degrees. Because look, this is 10 degrees. 10 degrees and 80 degrees makes 90 degrees. So it does work out. So we solved for x, and then we substituted x in to find out the missing angle. Substituted into the expression. Now for the supplementary angles, again, we have two angles. This angle here, this angle here. And if you notice, together, what's left here is a straight line. Okay, so now let's substitute we have angle, identify our angle. We have angle WZX. And we also have the angle XZY. And both those angles together, if you add them up, should equal 180 degrees because they're making a straight line. Okay, now we'll substitute the expressions in there for the angles. So this angle here, WZX, is 10x plus 10. So let's write that in there, 10x plus 10. And then we have the other angle, XZY, which is this one here, 30x plus 10. So 30x plus 10. And all that equals 180. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Let's get our x's together. We can use like terms. So you can put a plus if you want to. That's positive 10x. And that's positive 30x. You put those together, 10 and 30, that would make 40, 40x. Okay, then you have the numbers there. So we have plus 10 and plus 10. You put those together, and that gives us plus 20. And all that is equal to 180. Okay, now we're going to do the opposite operation, inverse operations. If this is plus 20, we would subtract 20. So that gives us 40x equals, that's 160. You should be able to see your answer, but in case you cannot, you would divide by 40. And you can see that that's gone. That leaves us with x equals, let's see, 10 and 10 go in there. 4 goes into 16 4 times. So x is 4. Now that's not our answer. That's just what x is. So now we need to solve those two angles. Okay, our first angle was this one right here. WZX was 10x plus 10. Okay, so down below here, 10x plus 10. So what I need to do now is substitute the x with 4. That's what we have for x, 4. So if I put a 4 in there, you can see that you're going to have 10 times 4, that's 40, plus 10, that's 50, 50 degrees. All right, and the other one was 30x plus 10. Okay, let me make sure that's right. 30x plus 10. Okay, so again, I'm going to go ahead and substitute that x with the 4, because that's what x is. So now I have 30 times 4. 30 times 4, well, 3 times 4 is 12, and I just add a 0. Plus 10. And that would give me 130 degrees. Okay, let's see if that's right. If I put a 50 and a 130 in there for those angles. 50 and 130. So let's see, if I put a 50 in there, 50 and 130. And you notice if you add those together, 50 and 130, that would make 180. 13 and 5 is 18. So that works. We are correct. So again, substitute the expression for the angle, solve for x, and then take x and plug it into the expression to get the answer for each angle.